Welcome to Deep Tips. Today we will learn about basic fractions. Do you know fractions were found in Rig Veda? And Vedas are the ancient scriptures of India. In Rig Veda, few words like Ardha, Tripada were traced, which means 1/2 and 3/4. In Sanskrit, fraction is known as bhin, which means broken. And there is another word called bhag. Bhag means part or portion. And the definition of fraction is part of a whole, which is very much similar to our Sanskrit word bhag, which also means the same, a part of a whole. So let's learn about fractions. Today we are going to learn about fractions, part of a whole. But before we start learning about it, let's think few applications that where do we use it in our real life, right? You all might have heard about Ravan's brother Kumbhakarna, who was very famous for his sleeping habits, and it said that he used to sleep for half a year. So when I say half a year, what do you think? For how many months he would have slept? So 1 year has 12 months. And half means divided by 2. That you can do just by calculating it in your mind. So half of 12 is 6 months. Can you imagine a person spending 6 months in sleeping only? But we don't do that, right? We sleep for 8 hours or 10 hours, and people do say that babies sleep for almost half a day. So when I say half a day, I am talking about 1 day. 1 day has 24 hours. So how do we calculate half a day? That means 1 by 2 of 24. That means 24 divided by 2. That's 12 hours. And if I talk about myself, I sleep for around 8 hours. So that means 8 out of 24. So if I consider 1 day as a whole, I sleep 8 hours, right? So 8 is my numerator and 24 is the denominator. And the line which divides numerator and denominator is called vinculum. So out of 24, I sleep for 8 hours. This is a fraction which has a numerator and denominator divided by a vinculum. This is the basic fraction. Now if I have a rectangle which I divide into 3 equal parts, and I shade one of the part. So what is my shaded fraction? 1 out of 3. We always write the total number of parts, in the denominator and the shaded or unshaded in the numerator. So 1 by 3 is my shaded fraction. But if I say, or if I ask you, what is the fraction of unshaded part? So now 2 blocks are unshaded. So 2 by 3 is my unshaded fraction, right? And this rectangle is one whole which is divided into 3 equal parts. A fraction is always written when we divide a whole in equal parts. That is the most important thing. If you divide 1
rectangle in unequal parts like this, or maybe something like this, then you can't write a fraction like, okay, if you shade one part and you are counting like 1 2 3 4 5, that is completely wrong. Then you cannot write 1 upon 5, that is completely wrong, because it is not divided into equal parts. So to understand fraction, it is important to learn that a whole should be divided into equal parts.
I hope you are clear with the concept. In next video, we will learn about different types of fractions. So keep watching Deep Tips. Like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.